I was originally going to make this video when I first heard what happened, but because it was such a sensitive and triggering news, as soon as I opened up my eyes, I wanted to give myself time to form the right words I wanted to use, say, whatever. I know I already said what I had to say in most parts when it came to Godot Blend and also to Midnight Mochas. However, I've been noticing, especially watching the content, seeing the posts and whatnot, of this young man exposing the truth, because the truth will always prevail. I'm not saying what he's done is bad, but it brought him to the point where this poor kid was about to sacrifice his life and do something that none of us would have thought that he was planning to do. And the fact that these grown-ass adults had to sit there and do the shit that they've done. They've threatened him. They've sexualized him. They've done so much shit to this poor young man. And for what? Because he's speaking out the truth, calling out everybody's shit, whether that had anything to do with predator hunting or not. I feel like they know what they done was wrong, but they just kept pushing it till they witnessed a kid or even an adult, whether you're a young kid, young adult, or doesn't matter. I feel like they were waiting for him to push himself to do something and then be like, oh, I wasn't the problem. Or maybe it's if he didn't say or do, it doesn't matter. You pushed a kid to that. To now the disrespect of, oh, he's faking it. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. What if that was your kid? Oh, wait a minute. I doubt you would care if that was your kid either. Because especially hearing the shit from a certain fucking pork that shouldn't be walking, it should be turned to ground beef at this point, saying that if their child got smart or disrespectful or whatnot, all those kind of things, they would allow people to harm and abuse that kid. So I doubt they would care. Because I know at the end of the day, if that was my brother, I would literally find out who that person was that put my brother through that. I would find the person who was the cause of it, because do people not realize that a digital footprint is a thing? People need to also understand that you can sit there saying that you did no wrongs and still blame it on Inverto. But the things that were said, done, posted, recorded, all that goes straight back to you. So if Inverto's parents really wanted to do something further about it, I bet you that these people that were involved will get shit ton of fucking things happening. And that's what I like to call karma. Because the thing is, nobody wants to hear the truth anymore. Nobody wants the truth anymore. Nobody wants it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to see it. They'd rather just grab one thing that comes out of their ear, pull it out, and just be like, oh, so this is what's happening. Let me just run with it and just call it a day and make it worse without knowing the truth. Not having a civil conversation to know what the truth is. And also how I'm also picturing, not even picturing, how I'm visualizing it is that people who don't want to learn the truth are scared of the truth. And they're very terrified of people finding out that said truth. So they make up trails as they go till that person figures out the right trail, the right path to open Pandora's box, to where everything is revealed of that person's darkest fucking shit. Excuse me. Shit, okay. My bad, excuse me. Because people, again, are making different trailways for other people to take when it comes to figuring out the truth. There'll be little ones to find, or you find none at all. But till that person finds a gateway to find the right path to open that box up where everything is revealed, then what? You're going to deny it? Because I don't think there is no denying it anymore. There's not. So you might as well give up. But they're not going to give up. They're still going to put that blame onto a child. Like how a certain somebody, the same Porky the Pig, would sit there saying, oh, well, it's the child's fault. They consented. They're this, they're that. So I guess it's also Inverto's fault for what? Again, speaking the truth. Despite of his good work and efforts and a bright future he has ahead of him for the things he has done so far, I wish he would have waited till he was of age to do that and also had a better, more mindset to do this. But because he's young and this has happened to him, it's sad to hear that people don't realize, oh, well, he faked it. What if he didn't? I'm not saying he faked it because he didn't. He was in the hospital or whatnot. But what if what if that was successful? And the parents had to find out more about that. Seeing their fucking child just gone in front of them because of y'all shit. You know that would be considered manslaughter? You can sit there and argue and say it's not, but it is. Because you pushed a kid to that. It doesn't matter if you didn't quote unquote go to the person and put whatever type of shit at their will. You pushed a kid to wanting to do that. I know how that would feel because I've been through that before. I've been through it when I was 13, 14, 15, 16, also 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and almost 23. It's not fucking funny, and it never fucking will, but people will think it's a joke till it actually happens. And I hope you know that the shit that y'all have committed would be considered a sin, since most of y'all want to bring up religion to this. It's actually very true that if somebody were to take their own life, it would be a sin. However, it's also a sin when a person commits to that. Someone else who commits someone else as innocent to do it. It's also a sin to do the shit that you're doing right now. So if we're really going to bring religion into this, then I want you to pay attention of what the fuck you're doing. Now, I'm not a Christian, but I've been to church before. And I've been learning about Norse paganism for about good 2 to 3 years. And honestly, I know where I stand. And I will always find the truth no matter what I am as a person. I've been called a Satanist because I like dark things. Clearly, you don't know what a Satanist is. And that's sad, really. Because I'm pretty sure it states what a Satanist does and what they are and what religion they believe in, which is the opposite of Christianity. Then again, Christianity is the one that brought up and made what Satanism or whatnot is. I could be wrong, but despite of that, that's not really important. What's important is that a child almost took his life because of grown-ass adults not behaving and doing the most vile, disgusting things known to human mankind. And I honestly hope that karma bites you right in the ass. And I also hope, and I pray to whatever God is fucking listening to me right now, not even a God, I hope a goddess or somebody listens to what I have to say, that I hope that you get striked down and get what you deserve, and that this kid does get the justice that he fucking needs. The fact that you say that, oh, he ain't getting support, he didn't win or whatnot, that's a bullshit lie. That kid is getting so much support since the dawn of it, since the beginning. Even though he shouldn't have, but that kid has a bright future ahead of him of what he has done so far for us. For anybody, really. That kid knows where the truth lies, and he will always bring up the truth of light that everyone refuses to hear, to see, to listen, anything. So what more do you have to say besides down this fucking kid and be very fucking disrespectful and very gruesome about the child? And half of y'all are parents. Now, I'm probably also going to get lectured about, oh, you're not a parent. You don't know how to parent. I have a little brother, but I also have a sister. So, again, I've always mentioned time to time, especially how the internet is now and how worse it gets as years go by, and how much more predators are coming out of their fucking bullshit. If anything were to happen to my brother, whether it's the internet or not, I'll find out who that person is, and I'll make sure that, they get what they deserve. And it's not a good type of deserve. It's the opposite of that. And I don't care what will happen to me. I never once did. Because at the end of the day, I went through this, not having somebody else go through that. Absolutely not. It's not fun. It's fucking traumatizing. It's stressful. And it drains you mentally and emotionally and physically. What you have done to Inverto, I hope you know, it is a form of child abuse. And also the fact that half of y'all have sexualized this child. That's sexual abuse. And those who are known to groom children just did another one. You can sit there saying that you didn't, but in a way you did. Because grooming comes in different ways, forms, and shapes. And it comes in different types of aspects. But I doubt that you want to sit and fucking, listen. Because none of y'all don't like the truth. And it makes me wonder how the fuck you passed school, college, anything. Makes me wonder if you paid attention at all. I think you were just too busy twiddling your thumbs and just fuck around. But, the people who say fuck around and find out, I hope you know that this became a whole fucking 360. Where now I'm going to be the one saying, you're going to fuck around and find out. I already have fucked around and found out. I fucked around to find out the fucking truth. I fucked around and find out how shitty people can be. I fucked around and found out how disgusted and abusive and cruel anybody can fucking be. I have fucked around and found out. It's you that is gonna have that segment. I'm gonna be the one that's gonna be saying fuck around and find out. You fucked around so much that you are going to find out what's going to happen next. Anyways, I'll put in the hashtag in this title, Justice for Inverto. Because that kid does deserve a lot of support. And this child has that support. He has people that give a fuck about him and that they worry about him and all those things. He has a family that is very worried about him, that love him and everything. This kid has done good fucking work for the past couple of months. Despite of his age, he's done good. And I don't agree with a child, a 17-year-old, doing any form of predator hunting or anything. A kid should be a kid and let the adults handle it. However, he is the only young man I've ever seen in internet history, in my opinion. May sound dumb, but in my opinion, the only young man that has actually done something amazing when it comes with the truth. This kid has a bright future ahead of him. Absolutely. He has that fucking spark. He has that in him. And that should never shimmer down, because he has that potential. But maybe when that future and that time comes, and that certain age or whatever, I bet you he would do better than anybody who has done him fucking wrong, who has put him down and has almost pushed him off that fucking cliff. I'm glad that he didn't go to that extent, because that is heart-wrenching. I'm glad that, he's getting the help that he needs, taking time to himself, getting the support and love that he absolutely deserves. No fucking kid deserves to go through that. But people will not care to understand that. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. And again, it's very heart-wrenching, and it's very fucking disappointing of how society has become, my bad, excuse me. But again, this kid has a bright fucking future ahead of him. Absolutely. And I hope that he gets better, that he gets the help that he needs, and he recovers. That kid is very, very bright. And he is a very great kid. He has great friends. He has those people that love and support him. All of us do. Whether we don't talk much or anything, he's done good for people. He's even encouraged people. He's taught people what the truth really is for his age and his age group. He's a good kid. And he don't fucking deserve this at all. I know I probably sound like a broken record, but those who have almost pushed him to that point, I do hope you rot in hell. I'm not taking back what I say. I'm not. Karma is coming closer and closer to you, and she's not happy. And guess what? You're gonna feel her wrath, and it's not fun. I ain't gonna do much but watch your sufferings. But also watch this kid grow and have a successful life and getting the support and love that he fucking needs. There's two different sides of the coins that I'm gonna be looking forward to. Inverto gets the justice that he needs and has, and the support, while watching you crumble and scream for agony and mercy, which will never happen. It won't. Because you don't deserve it. You never will. For the shit that you've put him through and others through. You sit there saying, oh, what's the purpose of you trying to ruin my life or others' lives with your shit? But yet, aren't you doing the same thing to fucking Inverto? Didn't you try to do the same thing to other people as well? You sound like hypocrites, and that's what it is. You are hypocrites. You talk about one person lying about you and ruining your life and all these kind of things. But you're doing the same thing to a fucking child. A child. Do you not hear yourself? Clearly not. Not at all. I don't think I have anything much more to say, but I do hope that Inverto gets the justice that he needs. I hope he takes the breather that he also needs and the self-care and all that kind of shit. But he has everyone's support all the way. And those who don't support him, fuck you, because we didn't ask for your support. Especially those who have pushed him close to that edge. You can go fuck yourself. But what really matters is that the real fucking people, true fucking audience, has his back. has his support, all of it. So I hope you take this huge middle finger up in the fucking ass or do something with it. But I will be watching your downfall and watching him fucking rise. And have a future ahead of him. His future will rise up while your future fucking falls and crumbles. Take that with a grain of salt. I don't care what you say or do. I don't care what you gotta say to me either. But I will also find out the truth one way or another. Whether I am far or near, I will also find out the truth. Everybody will. You're just scared. Just admit it. You're scared that people are going to figure out and find out. Pandora's box has already been opened. Hope you're ready for the next blend or whatever else is going to happen. That's all I got to say. Justice for Inverto.